Yes, y'all know what it is, man. It's Ern and Iso show. If you don't know now, you know. But check this out, man. I got a monologue little set up for the next topic of choice. Let's go with it. So we're gonna do it like this. Imagine someone, as the first lady of the United States, changed the game, who with just a shovel in hand planted a vegetable garden at the White House, turning it into a symbol of health, sustainability, and community. A woman who fought for healthier school lunches, launched a campaign to combat childhood obesity, and worked tirelessly to improve the lives of children across the nation. She didn't just talk about change, she made it happen. Now think about someone with her own powerful voice encourage young people to reach higher, pushing for education and access to opportunities for every student, no matter their background. Someone who thought her advocacy, who empowered girls around the world to pursue education, fighting for the right to learn and grow. She worked alongside military families, making sure they had support they needed as they stood strong for their country. This person, Michelle Obama. With all of her great achievements, y'all, I believe she was out of line on a lot of things, though. And Ern and Iso will give you our perspectives and the things we feel like she may be out of line on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's some chat GBT shit.
Yeah, I'm an AI fiend. You know how I do.
Okay. Hold on, we get this shit from who?
Yeah, I'm an AI fiend, man. I love AI. I'm just happy to be born at this time, man, and still be able and vibrant to do what I do. I love this shit, yo. I love this shit.
Like I say, man, before we start, this is like, we respectfully gonna talk about some of these things.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I mean? It's not meant with no type of disrespect, but yeah. So
no, it's not meant with no disrespect. I believe, not knowing her, that Michelle Obama is a person that's open to objective criticism. You know what I mean? Because she has a platform of her own. You know what I mean? She has a podcast with her and her brother. And I do believe that a lot of podcasters do need to have that other voice in the room. It can be from the audience, that some of these things you talk about, because we talk about a lot of things from the perspective of where we stand. You know what I'm saying? We come from Philadelphia, we inner city kids, we latchkey kids, and a lot of the older mothers was mad when we made that statement about that. They hate that term. A lot of older mothers,
it's the truth.
Hate that term, dog.
We don't mean it like y'all were bad mothers or y'all were neglectful. It's just what it was.
Yeah.
It's just what it was.
Right.
We not saying y'all didn't care.
Yeah.
We're not saying that y'all neglected, you know what I'm saying? Or you just don't care. You just don't care where you kid. We not saying that. Y'all, see, when people say that, people think that
we were left unattended.
We're saying that y'all women just leave your kids and don't care where they at. No, that's not what we're saying. But we did have to come, it's part of like we did have to come and go, and we had more of the, okay, I'm going, you might have to leave to go to work. You had to be at work. She might have to be at work before we got to be at school, so they're already going, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Some people grew up like that. That's not, we're not saying that you didn't care about your kids and all that. That's not what we're saying, because people take that wrong. Hate hearing that, because my mom hate hearing that.
Oh, she do?
Well, no, when I say, well, you know, me and my sister was latchkey kids. Y'all always had this and that. That's not what we saying.
That term had to do. That term meant we didn't need. No, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people already fake that.
Like that.
Yeah, that's not what we mean. We didn't mean you didn't care about y'all children. You know, some y'all care, because trust me, I grew up with people, their mom just wasn't worried about them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Was not worried about them at all. Now, trust me, I know the difference between somebody who just ain't, your parents ain't even thinking about you.
Right.
Trust me, I know the difference. I have friends who mothers wasn't thinking nothing about them. I don't care where you're coming, I don't care. Trust me, I don't grow with people like that who didn't care. But
yeah.
So when we say latchkey, that's not, y'all just don't like that. So
They don't, but shit, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so I believe that a lot of podcasters need to understand that other people come from an objective point of view, and that needs to be shed to the light too, to the forefront too. We don't speak for the masses. We just speak for ourselves. You know what I mean? We don't speak in absolutes, because everybody is going through life in different phases and at different times. You know what I'm saying? So this is just how we're gonna speak about this right here.
Michelle Obama, she does the podcast now.
Yes.
And, she has been expressing herself. And one of the things she got, I don't think this was on her podcast. I don't know if this was on her podcast or she was getting interviewed by somebody.
The most recent one you talk about, that we talk off the mic?
No, that's not that. I'm talking about the one where this whole idea for this episode came from.
Okay.
Her talking about, essentially she was talking about her having to put some of the things that she wanted to do in life or whatever goals or whatever she had some time to be a part, because she had to participate and be a part of the program. And the program was, her husband's political career. Once it started turning into something that she had to play her part, get information. You know what I mean? Be down with the program. I mean, she had to get with the program, and ultimately it turned into her husband becoming the president of the United States. Now, I understand what she was saying when she was like, listen, some of the things, she was expressing herself, I guess, about some of the things that she ended up not being able to do, or some things she had to put on the back burner, becoming like a mother or a wife. And then, once you have your husband gets a political career and it really starts going, you got to be down for the cause. And some people were saying like, dang, even she don't seem like she was like happy to do it or whatever, happy to do that. And I'm like, yeah, it sounded crazy to say out in public to me, but at the same time, I got to try to put myself in her shoes. You might have not been able to say that for like years, since he became president or since even before. That you may feel like stifled or whatever, because you might have, like I say, you just got to play your part and be a part of the program, something that's bigger than you. And, the whole, you know how it is online. Everybody just start losing their mind, going crazy. Michelle Obama, that's that hood mentality and all that about, you know what I mean? She not down, she didn't want to be down with the cause, and her husband became the president of the United States, and she don't seem like she's appreciative of the man she had, and she's a part of history. Yeah. I'm not, it just didn't sit well with me, even though that may be her truth. But she's allowed to say her truth. But it's the way it looked. You know what I mean? The way it looked, just being like, I had to put off stuff that I might have wanted to do, and then I didn't get she had to be down with the program. You know what I mean? She had to be down with the program, so.
We speaking in hypotheticals, right? So, hypothetically, me viewing this, right? Michelle Obama may be the most notable first lady of our time, period. She may be the most notable first lady in history. You know what I'm saying? Voice-wise, who she is and everything that she's done. I believe that Obama may be a person that just actually had an idea and wanted to change some things, but he is not a person that just focused on, I want to be in front of the screen all the time. You know what I mean? He just want to make a change, and I want to make a difference, but I don't really want to be in front of the people all the time. So hypothetically, me seeing this, I think that she a person that she wanted that. Because as you can see, even after that was done, she still has a career where she is some people content creators seem so belittling to me. That's why I don't call people podcasters and shit. Like, you know what I mean? But like, she is still a personality within the space. You know what I'm saying? Like with her podcast and everything. So her feeling like she got to take a step behind somebody, even her husband. Maybe that was something that she didn't want to do. Her falling back. Because right now she is the person. She is the forefront person. We damn near see Michelle now more than we see the president. You know what I'm saying? We hear her speaking now more than we hear the president. With the former president, excuse me. We hear her speaking more now than we see. We hear her ideas, her viewpoints on things more than we even the former president. So that right there could be the thing that she like. I never wanted to take a back seat to, because as a first lady, that is a backseat role. That may be a role that she don't even like.
I personally think that once his political career took off and realized that whatever I do is probably going to be in his shadow.
Mm-hmm.
And then as time went on, and then, him having everybody looking at him like he has a real chance of becoming president, then it happening. Yeah, she probably did feel like that.
Yeah.
She probably, because that's the way she sounds to me.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like she just didn't, she didn't like that once his political career kind of came around and started like really taking off, that she was in like the shadow of that.
Right.
And then you have to play your position. You're his wife. You're his wife. You're the mother of his children. So a lot of stuff that you might want to do, or the way you thought life would be, is kind of like not, but you got to play your part.
Right.
The bigger picture, be a part of the collective. And it just sounded like she really didn't like that.
Yeah, she probably, even though she had this level of success, it's probably like a dual-edged sword. I did reach a level where now a majority of the people know me, but it's hinged on the fucking coattails of my husband. Because without him, he'll always be connected to it, because they'll look at it like, without him, I would not have had this. You know what I mean? So even her success can be something that she kind of resents, because I feel like I didn't get it on my own. So yeah. Because in my head, why even say that? Like, why let us know that? Because now you are doing what you wanted to do. So your husband fell back. Michelle, do whatever you want to do now. Cool, because he never told you don't do this and don't do that, don't say this, don't say that. So why bring it to the attention of us? Because you probably, the success you got, you like, I got it, but it's on him, so I still don't even enjoy this shit. Yeah, because certain things in a relationship don't got to be shared with the world. Like, you don't got to tell us all the intricate details of the bedroom, the pillow talk. Yeah, I had to take a bath. All right, well, some things, that's life, though. Because somebody has to do that when you have children. The man or the woman, somebody has to do that. That's what a relationship is. It's not about me and you racing to the finish line. It's you having to fucking say that you're not going to do certain things, and me having to sacrifice the things that I can't do because I'm running to the finish line. Holding your hand, pulling you there. That's what it is. That's a relationship. It ain't both of us doing what we want to do. Come on now. We can't, and I hate that shit when people act like, I did this so you can do that. Like, every day that I was doing this was a beautiful sunny day. It was days that me trying to get us here that was fucking horrible days. But because you felt as though I took a back seat so you can do that. You're right, because we was at Six Flags every day and then Dorney Park. No, it was some grueling days for me too. You know what I'm saying? You did that and then I had to go through this. And when I got that, it benefited the family. So don't act like you just sacrificed some shit. I sacrificed shit too because it was long days and long nights. That's what the relationship is, man. That's why I don't like that talk. I don't like that rhetoric.
but she might feel like he got what he wanted and I didn't get what I wanted. She might feel like that. Might feel like he got the greater. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
It's the whole, like, remember everybody used to go, who benefits more in this relationship?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, like him, like he benefited more out of this. He became president.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he gonna be beloved for people for the rest of his life. People gonna love him for that.
Like I said, I know my perspective is different from everybody's perspective. This is why we got the podcast. Because, you know what I mean? Even in our fucking multi-year friendship, I live a different life than you live. Right? So, ISO finds a girl, y'all happy, y'all gonna move on with life. She say, my goal is to be a cosmetologist. I want to do that. You like, wait a minute, that's not gonna benefit us as much as what I'm doing gonna benefit us. So you gotta put that shit on hold. Because I understand you want to do that, but your shit it's not gonna benefit us to the extent where we can retire tomorrow. I gotta do what I gotta do because that shit gonna benefit us to our kids' kids is going to have generational wealth. You doing some, and I don't want to belittle nobody that's in college, you doing some hobby shit. So, and this not me talking about Michelle. Like I said, we don't know what her goals and views is. But can we say that her goals and views was bigger than being the president? Know what I'm saying? Whatever you wanted to do, that was bigger than me being the president. The benefits that we have in life now because I was the president. If you're president and you serve 2 terms, you get a lifetime of security. If you serve 2 terms, you get a lifetime of security. So now, because I serve 2 terms, we get that benefit of among other things. So come on, man. Like, and this is not me knocking that shit. But we gotta really weigh who goals is the biggest and is gonna benefit the family more. Whose goals and who goal is a reality. You can be telling me some shit that ain't even reality. But I'm your husband, I ain't gonna tell you that shit. You know what? I want to be the first female astronaut. This bitch bad shit crazy. Yeah, but we gotta really put this shit into the equation. What's real? You know what I mean? What's real and what's gonna benefit us the most? Because at the end of the day, on some real shit, the woman got to believe it too for you to sacrifice. Because if you don't believe it, then we both gonna be butting heads. So you believe that my goal was the best benefit for the family too, because now you like, I did fall back and I fell in place. Yeah, because you felt as though what I was telling you was a reality. He could probably do that, and I do benefit from that. You know what I mean? And that would help the family. You know what I mean? He probably can get his goal faster than I can get to my goal. Or, all right, cool. And when he gets there, then I can drop. Yeah, all right. And he did it. It's not like you coming from a place of unsuccessfulness. You know what I mean? You ain't on the street like, I gave up everything for him and we're out here still fucked up. No, he did it. His promise to you was, you sacrifice that, I promise you I'm going to get us here, we're going to be good. I did it. So why do we even need to tell the people? I met my end of the bargain.
Because it's going to drive her crazy on the inside.
I'm saying, like, I lived up to my end of the bargain. I did exactly what I said. And brought you up here too. Because to some people, Michelle was bigger than Obama. Well, they last both things Obama. But I mean, Michelle was bigger than the president to some people. To the fact that some people feel like, yo, if she ran for president, she will win. You know what I mean? Her image or her persona, it was bigger than him. As big as he was.
That's not enough, though. She got to let you know. That she feel a way about him to put what she want on the back burner.
Yeah.
Like I said, listen. If you took over the world, they're going to say, how come you didn't take over the universe?
Right. But you know what's crazy? I really do think that Michelle's, I don't know if I can say it, resentment to the sacrifice she made is not hinged to Obama. I really think that she has, like, is a certain sense that she has against men, period. I'm not going to lie. I think that for some odd reason, even in the episode that we talked about, when we talked about how Obama said that every young man should have a gay man in their life. Throughout that episode, she was saying certain things that just didn't fit well with me. Oh, you know, because in a man's relationship, they don't share certain like with women like we do. I call up my girlfriends and we talk about things and we expose things in our heart. As a man, this is my homie over 30 years. I've never called my man. I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna say never, I probably did, but majority of the time, yo, bro, let me just say what I'm going through. Because you know why? In a man's head, I know bro going through some shit too. So what the fuck do I get out of unloading my shit on him? Even though it may be times you might do that to me, I do that to you, but for the most part, I'm not always on the phone like, yo, let me tell you what happened on Monday, and then this was Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday. Men don't do that shit, because I understand that this man, he dealt with the same circumstances and the same obstacles as me, so me unloading my shit on him, what benefit is that? I gotta figure out a way to get busy. You know what I'm saying? She was talking about how the male relationship between other males is like, it's not intentional. How females be like, hey girl, let's go out on Monday. Let's go do this on Tuesday. Guess what, me and my man, this motherfucker working, I'm working. We ain't busting fucking moves. We don't have the free time to like, hey bro, wanna hit the cafe shop up? No, we don't have that luxury right now. So like, it just felt like she was talking about shit involving men that you don't know and you don't understand, but you just want to have an opinion in it. I'm like, why does she have this strong opinion about these things? You don't understand why men do or why we don't do what we do. You know what I'm saying? So I believe a lot of that shit is not even hinged on Obama. It's just how she view men to be. She may be a woman that view a lot of the traits that we have as toxic. These men are toxic. They don't talk to each other. They don't express. And then when her brother was talking, well, me and dad went to the record store and we were around his friends at the barber shop. And what did she say? Well, why didn't you talk about some of the negative things that dad did? And he was like, I can't think of that. What about how he didn't help mom with the dishes? And his response was, well, I didn't really take that as nothing because you know dad worked all day. So if he know that he worked all day, she know that too, but she still viewed what her dad didn't do as bad. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's why I said like, that shit don't really got nothing to do with Obama. It could be how she view men.
So you're saying she has a disdain for men?
It could be that. It could be her viewpoint of what she's seen men in her life and how she viewed it. Like, all right, like this. As a man, our dad don't come to us and tell us like, man, hard fucking day at work today. This shit kicking my ass and this. Men don't, my dad never had that conversation with me. He told me, you have to do this, and you have to do this, and you have to do this. But women, I noticed that in my household, my wife does have those conversations with my daughter. Oh my God, it's been so hard, and I do all the work over here. Nobody helps me with this. Nobody does this. So if Michelle Obama's mom is telling her, I wish your dad would just help me with the dishes. I wish he would do this. I wish she views that now as negative because he don't do that. But you don't even look at the fact of he be working 12 hours a day every day. That's what I'm saying. A man relationship with his father is totally different than a woman relationship with her mother. You know what I'm saying? We damn near idolize our dads. Two women in the room, man. I know my sisters love my mom, but man, they get the beef, man. They stop talking for like months. I mean, they go through some shit, bro. That shit really be emotionally tied. They stop talking to each other for weeks, but I know they still love each other. I never came across a point where I was like that with my pop. My pop shared with me what I needed to know. It wasn't like, man, Junior, don't get no job over here like this. They gonna kick your ass and then you ain't gonna have no self-worth. No. As a man, you should always have money in your pocket. If you ain't working for yourself, I was getting told that. You know what I'm saying? So I never had no resentment toward my dad, and my dad never sat around and was like, you know what? Me and my old lady, she don't do this and she don't do that, and now I'm looking at a woman a certain type of way. That's what I'm saying. Like, what I don't know what it is, but how she view men and the things that we do, it seems like she got a negative connotation with that.
Let's keep it real, man.
So let's keep it real. Go ahead, talk Talk that talk.
By the way she would, the episode when her husband was on there, the things that she say, and then the whole thing about, you know, she was watching ESPN, and y'all, and the guys act like women, told them act like they women on whatever, Desperate Housewives or Housewives or whatever. I was like, yeah, she don't like y'all or like us. Well, I'm a man too.
Yeah.
So.
She don't. I agree with you.
It's just.
She tolerates you as a man.
It's just coming out that, yeah, she don't.
Yeah.
She got that. She don't like men.
Yeah. Bro, she talked negative about everything we do. Our male relationships is horrible. The way that we conduct ourselves, the fact that we don't help out in the house.
The content.
Yeah, the content be black.
That's in the content. That's dangerous and that. I was like, yeah, okay.
That's why you said what she was talking about the manosphere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She hates everything.
Yeah,
she has a strong disdain about everything that we do. I agree with you on that. She does.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sugarcoat this shit to be respectful. But no, when you break that shit down, bro, I'm trying to think like, what was the good shit that you said?
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell she has disdain for men.
Yeah.
I don't know where it comes from. I don't know. Some people just. I have met women in life that they have a thing against men because they feel like whatever they do will be overshadowed by a man. And they don't like the whole thing of the goal being told, especially ones who grew up at the time, like maybe like our age and stuff like that, so they grew up with the goal is to, you know, find a good man and be a good woman to a man, and you need to do this and that, and so you know, you can be a comfort or peace for a man. They don't want to be a man's peace. They don't look at that as a goal. You know what I mean? It's some women out there. I've met women who I'm like, and I done told this to some women, like, why would I pursue you and want to be in a relationship with you? You don't even seem like you like men. It's like you here because you just have to be here because what you do for a living in the world that you're in, you have to be with somebody. You're going to look like, if you are of a certain age and you still don't have nobody, so single is looked down upon.
Right.
But you just giving me like energy, like you trying to match my energy, like we both men. I'm not looking for a woman that, to me, is competing, kind of like giving off man energy. I'm looking for a woman.
Right.
Not to say you gotta be like you like beneath me or less than me, but it's women that just like, I can't explain it. They want to get off man energy so bad because they don't like men because they're not men. So they feel like whatever I do, I'm going to get less credit. I'm going to end up being in a man's shadow, and all of that. And she seems like she's one of them women that her feeling like being a woman, I'm always going to be in, especially when you end up with a man that ends up becoming the president of the United States.
Right.
Now you feel like you're just going to be known as the first lady in life. That's going to be your greatest accomplishment, which that probably is to the outside world. It's probably going to be your greatest accomplishment, probably. Unless you go run for president. But that's what I'm saying. But people loved her, though, to the point that people were like, yo, man, if she ran for president, she would have probably, it was probably an opportunity where she might have had a chance of winning.
Yeah.
But that's not enough because I feel like she's one of them women that she's upset that she wasn't born a man. She feel like if I was a man, my career or the things I would do, it would be valued more. You probably feel like I'm always going to come second to a man, especially you had a husband who became the president of the United States.
Right, facts.
She probably feel like I'm never going to get out of that shadow.
Facts.
So she just seemed like she just like a person that just has like a disdain for men in some small little way. Because by the things she say, you know, the whole, you know, the manosphere, and then, you know, talking about her own father. Well, like you said, her brother was talking about the good times he had with his father, and she couldn't like stop.
Right.
She just like. Seemed like she just wanted to tear that down, the memories down. Like, no, your brother got good. good memories of your father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even your husband said when he first started dating, you started coming around your family. He likes your family. He liked the men in your family.
Exactly.
And he just seemed like she ain't trying to hear that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The manosphere, this, that. I was watching ESPN and they act like they women or something. Like it's a reality show, like they're a bunch of women or something. Yeah, you just.
But it's something that you don't understand. So it's like, why do you feel like you outwardly have to vocally give your opinion on it for the world?
Because she has the platform and that's how and she can. You know what I mean? She is who she is, so she talk, people won't listen. So I can. I'm a person that got to hold on to it my whole life, and that's how I feel. You know what I mean? Remember, I'm Michelle Obama. When I talk, people won't listen. So then I can talk about how I don't like y'all.
Speaking of, right? Remember that episode? Because she opened the episode with a question for somebody, and the question I believe the young lady said was, "Why do we love our sons and raise our daughters?" Mm-hmm. And the episode with Obama on there. Mm-hmm. That's why she got to the conversation about talking to them. Because the question was from a listener, I guess. She was like, "Why do we love our sons and raise our daughters?" And the crazy thing about it, when I heard that shit, I've always felt it was different. Coming from a house where I'm the only boy and I got number sisters, I felt as though, why do we love our daughters and raise our sons? Not to say I ain't feel love. I felt love in my house. But it was like, you know what I'm saying, she was damn near on autopilot when it came to me. She was more involved when it came to my sisters. You know what I'm saying? It was like, that's why, that was another thing that kind of like, damn, but my point of view is just my point of view. I'm not going to say that my point of view, the world should feel that. But it feels like that to me. Why do we love our daughters and raise our sons? Because I even said that. My mom always told me this is what you're supposed to do for a girl. You're supposed to don't put your hands on a girl. When you walk down the steps, make sure you're in the front. You walk on the outside of the traffic, girl. I don't remember the conversations my mom had with my sisters about this, how you treat a boy. So my shit was like drilled into me on how to treat a woman. I don't ever remember, not to say that I was present. It could have been had and I wasn't there. How to raise a man. You know what I'm saying? So I heard that question. I understood it. That's why she kind of went the direction that she went. You know what I'm saying? With them talking about their relationships with their fathers. That's why I remember when she opened it up. Obama was talking about me and my mom, and at this young age, my mom would put me on a plane, and she's like, "Oh, I always hate this story because, you know what I mean, it's such a fear of a life that he made it through, and he told you he didn't have no fear about it. Because he told a story about how his mom dropped him off at the airport, but she had his passport in her pocket. So he had to figure out a way to get back to his mom and get back to like her shop within time before she locked the doors and left. And he figured it out and did it. He was like, yeah, I went to somebody and I was like, can you take me to such and such location? I had to hurry up and get there before she got there because I didn't even have no money to pay the cabbie. And she was like, oh my God, I hate this story. It makes me feel so just this way. Why? He telling you about, and in his mind, this could be like, wow, this is a story that made me feel so good because I actually put these dots together and I figured out a way to make it happen, you know what I'm saying, at a young age. But to her, that was this story. I hate hearing this story, you know what I mean, because it's so, I guess the way that it was presented or the way that his mom was just like, all right, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why they were talking about like their upbringing and shit like that. And when you think about the upbringing that they talking about, how can we say that we love our sons and you say you hate this story, but we raise our daughters? But Obama was telling you about how he went through life. You know what I'm saying? From your point of view, that probably don't look like love to you because you hate the fact that he had to do that from time to time. But yeah, yo, I agree with you. For some odd reason, and it could be the conversations with the other women in her family, how they can feel like, because remember, she's older than us. Her mother and them older than that. So they come from a time where women had to be silent. And now we're having these conversations amongst the other women together, and y'all like, we can't do this and we can't do that. I hate the fact that we gotta do this and then don't nobody help me with that. That could be what built up inside her to say, you know what, I'm not gonna be that type of woman and I hate that type of man.
Listen. She don't like us.
Yeah, she don't like us, dog.
You can sit around and say,
She don't.
she don't like us.
She don't.
For all things that you just said, she don't like us.
You know what's crazy?
She don't like the content I make, which I can agree with some of that. Some of the content is like, it ain't no good.
Yeah, but remember, she even spoke on Kevin Samuels, and I believe I never seen Kevin Samuels' content to be negative towards us. Kevin Samuels was a man, because remember, she was like, and remember the guy, his name was like Samuel something? He's like, Kevin Samuels, like, yeah, he brought women on there, he was rating them. They put themselves in that position. They knew what Kevin Samuels did, but you mad at him because he's doing what his content do. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, Kevin Samuels' message could be detrimental because how we talk about the Matrix. Every man ain't going to do that shit. So you putting certain men in a position where they might try to do something that they're not able to do. You wasting time, bro. You a 9-to-5 motherfucker. You a mule. Get back to work. What you are is what you gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So you could be delaying some people's time on just who they gonna fucking be. Even though I believe sometimes try this shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I agree. She don't.
Yeah, so it ain't no way to get around that. It's not.
She don't though, dog. You can see this shit. She don't. The relationships that we have as men, she attacked that. The fucking things that we use for recreational, which is sports. You know what I'm saying? And to me, the debate on sports is a fun aspect of sports. She attacked that, saying that we sound like, you know what I mean, a reality show. That's the fun that comes within the sports, though. So basically, you want us to consume something that you don't watch and just be there quiet. Shut up and dribble shit. That was a ravishing game between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Let's go. Like, no, we debate about shit. We all have different points of views, and that's how we talk. We're never going to conduct ourselves the way that you want us to conduct ourselves. We won't. And you know what's the fucked up thing about it? The fucked up thing about it, just like how she spoke about the manosphere content, she is a woman that's looked at as other girls as a role model, and she is going to be the example to them on their future husbands or future boyfriends or husbands moving forward. So she telling you all the things that she don't like. As a man, a lot of that shit is what we do. So now you in the house looking at me as I'm walking there looking at sports and like, you always watch that bullshit. It's just, hey, we just watching the sports. That ain't nothing like a reality show. So now you're attacking the shit that I do. Because this is what she indoctrinated you into. This is shit that she told you was dumb. So now you value and you view that shit as being dumb. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's the fucked up thing about it. One thing I learned about this microphone, man, and I talk loose, and I make fun a lot. You do gotta be careful what you say on this microphone because a lot of people listening to you and they take what you say for law.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful. You got to be careful.
She don't like us. There's no way to get around it. But I'm adding up all the stuff I've been hearing she been saying. It's just what it is. I don't want to have to sit behind no man. I don't want to be in no man's shadow. I don't have to get with no man's program. I was mad about that, but I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah.
That's my husband. I mean, the content that y'all making.
Yeah.
The way that y'all are, the things that bring y'all happiness, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you right though. So yo, do you think that she would damn near or be happier if, let's say, Obama said, yo, let me do this, and he attempted it, but it failed? So she could be on some shit like, I told you, I knew this shit wasn't gonna work. I don't even know why I trusted you. Do you think she would damn near almost be happier? You know what I'm saying? With that, making it seem like, I don't know why I listened to you on some shit like that. Because I know a lot of women like that. If the shit going wrong, but because it's not going the way, like, you get with a woman, you say, yo, this is what we're gonna do. No, let's do it like this. Yo, trust me. And if shit go wrong, she's so enlightened and so happy with the fact that she can throw it up in your face and say, I knew it wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't just say women, but some people will be happy, yeah, because the ship is sinking.
Right.
Not realizing you on the ship too. It's sinking, you on it too though.
Yo.
They're so happy that she like, got one up on you or that she right and you wrong. But like, yo, the ship is sinking though. At the end of the day, the bigger problem is the ship is sinking.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she's not the only woman that, like I say, I done met women like her. They just have like a disdain for men. Like, I like the fact that everything y'all do is considered to be so great with your accomplishments, and I'm supposed to, as a woman, I'm supposed to just put mine on the back burner.
Right.
I didn't like that. It's clear as day she didn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's clear as day that she didn't like that. She did not like that. Damn. What she's saying about, you know, things is going on, the way things are going right now, the content that men are making, men on TV. Well, I watch ESPN and it sounded like a bunch of housewives, you know, this and that. Dirt. Yeah, man, I'm not. She don't like that. It's normally too deep to settle in it. She want the women that she don't like us.
Yeah, she don't, dog.
When she, you know, she don't. She got a disdain for men that having to, when she was gonna be in a man's shadow or being a woman, and you're not gonna get the same credit. You're not gonna get the same credit that a man gets. You can just tell by the way it is, by the way it is. I'm like, because remember when everybody was like, yo, she didn't show up to win, I guess, something had to do with Trump when he became president. Barack Obama was
the inauguration?
Or something like that, and she wasn't there waiting. Like, yo, she's supposed to go.
Right.
Because her husband is going and still be, you know what I mean? And still show that. Everybody was saying, yo, man, what they gonna get what they gonna wait to a divorce? Because like I guess it was times when he was showing up to places by himself and she wasn't with him.
Right.
So everybody was saying, are they married? Is their marriage in trouble and all that? He probably was like, listen, give her a space. That's how she feel. I'm here, but give her a space.
Yeah.
Straight up. I'm just gonna go and give her a space.
Yeah, you right.
You know what I mean? I ain't about to I don't want to say keep somebody that don't want to be kept, but like the way she's saying it in public, imagine how she might have felt and saying it to private. You have been hearing this for years.
Right. She probably did.
So you already got the weight of the world on you because you're the president, and then your wife is probably looking around snapping and don't want to be places and don't want to do stuff and then don't want to, you know what I mean? Now you dealing with that. That's why when you president, that shit like it just be aging. Them must be aging dog years, man. This should be taking years off their life, man. The stress you
stress, dog. Stressful. You gotta deal with that shit in your own family shit. Yeah, it's just stressful, dog.
Right. You trying to keep the peace in the world. She mad about.
Right. This is dumb shit.
Hey,
This is dumb shit. She probably mad at you now. Because if you go on a platform, the biggest show, her most viewed show is the one with Barack. So, like, does that make you feel any better if you feel like you was in his shadow? Her most viewed show was Barack. I mean, by a lot. By a lot.
How many views is that?
1.4 million. By a lot, dog. So, you know what I mean? Your most viewed show on there is the one with him, but you said you sacrificed things because of him. So now, you know what I mean?
She probably sitting there looking like this, like. Ain't that? He came on your show.
Right.
He came to show support for his wife. Alright, piss off.
Probably does, bro. Probably does. I would believe it does. Yo, then she got on here. Why I skipped the inauguration? That's one of the joints. I don't. She spoke about that shit.
Damn. Shit. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, you right.
It is what it is, man. That's clear as day. She doesn't want, like I say, I done met a few women like her who you could tell they don't like the fact that they feel like no matter what, their accomplishments is gonna be overshadowed by men, and they not gonna get the same fight. They not gonna get the same credit that the man get, and they gonna have to like, you go get a husband, and then you have to probably put some of the things off that you want to do, but you gonna look at as like somebody not successful if you don't get a man, but when you get one, you won't have to worry about being a mother. You want to put things in front of whatever you want to do. Because this times where I ask women, I'm like, well, what you want to do this for if you just seem like you don't want to have to put things in life on the back burner? And I like say like I might got things I want to do that I'll have to put on the back burner and not be able to do because I want a family. I'm willing to sacrifice some things to have a whole family unit. I'm willing to do some of that stuff to have a family. I was.
But as men, we already, and this is not me saying what we do is greater than what you do. As men, it's not a competition. We not playing the tick for tack game. But as men, we already sacrificing so much of our time, so much of our fucking body. As men, bodies, tireless nights, because we understand that we had to take these burdens to put our family in financial situations. That's what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we already making certain sacrifices.
Yeah, but they gonna say, so cause she had that. Women gonna say so did they because they had pregnant. I mean, they had to carry them babies, put some babies out, and be a mother. And it's things that they wanted to do. And you gotta make sure you put her family first too. And she sacrificed too. That's the first thing women gonna say. I sacrifice too. You ain't the only person that sacrificed. I sacrifice too.
That's what's up, man.
So, see what I'm saying? See, that right there is why she don't like you.
I know. Let's just go through, look, this right here while you was talking, I was just going through, because she don't got that many episodes, I was just going through like the titles that she got. I'm not going to read them all, but you know what I mean? She got one title that said, remember our mom on Mother's Day. That's cool, that's what's up. So I was like, dang, where the Father's Day joint at? That ain't up here. But this is another episode she got right here. It say, don't waste your time on Mr. Big. Okay, that's what's up. Let's see what other episode she got on there. It say, this is with Bruce Springsteen on there. I just don't want my kids to make my mistakes. So that's when we got the man on there. We talking about the mistakes that we made. Okay, let's continue on going through the episodes. We got let me see, where we at?
What is her? I mean, not to say she ain't gonna just because she black ain't gonna know Bruce Springsteen music. Because I can recognize a couple of Bruce Springsteen songs when I hear them, but that's just an eye piece at her and Bruce Springsteen.
Hey, bro, she got the joint on here with Tina Knowles, Yummy Beyonce mom. It say Black Motherhood Legacy and Power. Yeah, that was 3 months ago. That's the joint that, you know what I'm saying? Join with Tina Knowles, you know what I mean? We got a woman on there, we talking about the motherhood, the empowerment. Bruce Springsteen on there, the mistakes I made, I don't want my kids to continue. Okay, let's keep, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's just, cause she don't got that many episodes, that's as far as on the videos. I don't know what she got podcast wise. But that's the title right there. You know what I mean? She got, who that? That's Keke Palmer on there, say, moving the career goalposts. You know what I mean? How every time the black woman want to come up, they keep pushing me back, and I gotta. Yeah, so yeah, I agree with you. And it's not. Listen, like I said, man, this is no disrespect to her. You know what I mean? Like I said, our perspective is just our perspective. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I would love to go on the IMO show to have a conversation. I would love it because I actually listened to it, and I'm like, all right, this is kind of all right. I don't like the fact of when Michelle say something. It's like, all right, that's what it is. Be quiet, we move on. Nobody don't get combative with her to say like, no, that's not like that. No, me saying something that you said is not correct does not mean that I'm disrespecting you. I can be like, no, we did that because. She's like, I hate this story and I hate when you tell it because of how it makes me feel. He never said like, well, I do that because, yeah. He was like, well, that story makes me feel like I accomplished something because I got that shit done. And that was it. Talk about what the bad shit that dad did. She allowed to just say what she wanted. Just everybody just like, oh, you know how Michelle get, man. Just her get past this, get to the next point. Like you said, we don't know how she is when the mics is off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Is she the typical black woman? Does she get loud and rowdy when she's not going her way? Do you just let her just say what she want to say so you can keep peace? We don't know how she is around. I mean, we just know what the persona that she gives us when she in the forefront, when the cameras is on. That's who we know you to be. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie, if I'm Obama, I'm gonna explain it to you why certain men don't do what they do. Yeah, because men, you guys don't have the same type of, we're not the same. Men and women aren't the same. We don't think the same, or we don't emotionally connect to things the same way y'all do. We don't view things the same way y'all do. So why would our friendships be the same as y'all's? It's not. A woman to fucking stop being friends with another woman for the most pettiest thing. It be the most pettiest shit. I'm done with her. And then and you're done with her too. Well, all right. We ain't fucking with her together. That's how they do that shit. Men just don't do shit like that. Yeah.
Men love her and she don't love them back. That's all.
Yeah, that could be true.
Yeah, right.
But you know what's crazy? That is a personified image of black women, period. And I'm gonna say this because for some odd reason black women have this vantage point and this view that black men don't care about us. Black men love y'all and adore y'all. You know what I'm saying? But for some odd reason, the things that we do is not appreciated and you feel like we gotta do more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we damn near love y'all and y'all love somebody else. Because y'all put a fucking high top tier black man on the same level as the average white man. So that's real shit. You can be a top tier black man, you on the same level as an average white man to them. You get the same love. So you know what I mean? She can be that. Like you said, I didn't think about that till you said it. We love her, she don't love us. But it ain't gonna stop us because black men gonna see we still gonna adore y'all, we still gonna love y'all black women, and we still gonna care for y'all and protect y'all when y'all think y'all not being protected. You know what I mean? So if anybody's goalpost is being moved, it's how y'all feel like we view y'all. Y'all keep moving that shit because we gotta do more and more and more and more and more and more just to show you how we care. Nothing that we do will be good enough.
I mean, I said this is no respect for you telling the conversation, but that's just how I feel. I feel like she got some type of little resentment from men.
Yeah. And this title right here say how President Obama changed my dating life.
What are you talking about him?
It say Brian Chesky.
Who?
I don't know.
Listen.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like, it feel like there's a little resentment there.
Yeah, it does.
Where everything you do just irritates her and she don't like it, and content y'all make, stuff that y'all talk about, how y'all are, you know what I mean? The way y'all breathe.
Damn! Yo! Hey, this nigga over here. You over here breathing all loud and shit. I can't stand this nigga. Damn.
Sounds crazy to me, man, but yeah, I mean, it's just, I guess, you know, she got the The podcast is just interviews and all that. The podcast is giving her a chance to really sit down and talk, and you know how she really feels it's starting to come to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would make sense to me when she was talking about, you know, she had to get down with the program or whatever, and this is what her family was doing, and they was pushing towards her. I know her husband's political career is what come first, and then she had kids, so she had to be a mother, and then, you know, wife to her husband. His career and what he was trying to do came first, and
right.
You know, so a person that probably already thought like that, like whatever I do is always gonna be in a man's shadow, but I'm expected to go out there and be married and be a wife and a mother, but you know, I put my stuff on the back burner to be a part of the collective, and then now it's like she getting a chance to, you know, express herself, say what she want to say, and talk about how she didn't like that, or how she hate how y'all motherfuckers breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Duh.
So.
No, I feel you.
I mean, it ain't too much. I mean, I ain't got really too much more to say about this one, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because it is what it is, man. For everybody to love. I mean, like I say, that just caught me by surprise when she gave up, when she was talking about how like she felt like the things she had to do to get the fall in line, and then, you know, I guess husband's political career started taking off, and then that became the goal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That became the number one thing. So you gotta like fall in line to get down with the program. Now she might not have, but I didn't like getting down the program, even though to me, like you said, people end up loving her.
Yeah.
Though. So I don't act like you just, I don't know if you're just expressing yourself, but my thinking is, you acting like you didn't get nothing from it. The world, there's people that's gonna love you for life.
Yep.
People that's gonna love you for life. Being the first lady, but I guess she just, because so she might have felt like that before the political career took off. So now you really gotta be in somebody's shadow. Like she feeling like she in that somebody's shadow, even though you kind of like super popular and everybody love you.
Right.
But I mean, hey man, everybody like it, but it's just like she got like a little. It just like a little bit resentment to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm sorry, and I'm sorry that she feel that way. You know what I mean? I'm sorry that she feel that way. You know, I wasn't born a woman, so that's not one of the things that I have to. That's not one of the things I have to struggle with.
True.
Or have to go through. If I felt that way, so you know. So Obama, we love you.
Yeah, we do. We do. We do. We just got two different points of views that we view shit on. We two different vantage points, you know what I'm saying? But we do. We do.
Yeah, she don't like some of y'all that. Like I was watching ESPN, they sounded like a bunch of housewives. I was like, damn, come at y'all neck.
The thing about it, right? That's why I say you gotta be careful in that mic, because you're not only just talking about the shit that we view, you talking about another platform. It's another platform that, you know what I'm saying? That's their content. You vocally coming out that shit. That
She careful. She's former first lady. She say what she wants to you.
all right, yeah, that's how she feel. Yeah, that's how she feel. You know what I mean? So yeah. But I agree with you, man. Yeah, I mean, you made a point that I didn't think about, that she probably don't like us. She probably got resentment for her husband somewhat. I mean, I'm not saying she don't love him, because you can love somebody and still have resentment for him. Probably got resentment for her husband because she'll feel like I'm always going to be in the shadow. No matter where I go, I'm going to be Obama's wife. I'm going to be Obama's wife no matter where I go. So, for the most part, man, the thing that y'all gotta understand when y'all young, you know what I mean, y'all out here building y'all families, if you could go get it in life, you might have to find somebody that's quiet that's gonna stay in pocket. Because you don't want to go through this. Like, it ain't like Obama old, it's like, I'm checking out tomorrow. This is his life now until he gets to that point of dealing with somebody that you know what I mean, you fighting something that I didn't even start. This is some shit in your head that I gotta deal with. So yeah, you might have to find somebody that's gonna stay in pocket. That go for men and women. Yeah.
Anyway, man, I'm pretty much done with this one, man. It's a wrap. It wasn't too much to get into. I'm just saying, because she got it right, because her name, her name on podcast is in my opinion. So that's just what the stuff that she been saying lately. It made me think like, yeah, she had a little resentment towards, I guess, the way she feel like men can move and operate out here, and it's not the same, or you know.
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is, man. Like I say, man, thank y'all for the plays, the views, man. Please like, rate, review, share, subscribe. Like I said, man, we appreciate the support. Please continue to do so and support us. Like we say, we don't know disrespect by, you know, speaking about this, but this is just something I noticed. It's been on my mind for like a couple weeks. This is before the last clip came out. I heard talking about, you know.
Yeah, it was.
You know, talking about, you know, sports talk or whatever, ESPN, and how the guys are like comparing guys to like housewife reality TV and stuff like that. So I had this before that one even came out. You know what I mean? I got the idea for the episode, and that just struck me as when she had the episode with her husband talking about the male content creators, and then I seen like somebody, she was sitting down talking to somebody. I don't think that was an episode of her podcast though, but she was talking about how like she had to sacrifice and do what she got to do to be a program, because she said something about she got dragged kicking and screaming to I guess her husband's political career. She didn't care nothing for it or something like that. All I heard is her say kicking and screaming. Some of y'all might know what the clip I'm talking about, when she was talking about like how she like, I guess she just wasn't with it. I don't know if she felt like she would have to give too much up or sacrifice too much or whatever. But that's the clip that sparked it in my mind to. And she feel like, I don't know, she feel like she bigger than the program, but she just not down for it. She just wasn't down for it. She did it, but I guess reluctantly.
Yeah.
Like we say, we don't know what happened behind the scenes, man. She could have been driving that man crazy about this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But you know, she's talking about it now, and just, that's all. We don't even know, I don't mean no disrespect by it. But it's just, I just felt the need to speak on it. It just felt like it just felt like, wow, why say it? Not to say you can't express yourself, but why say it to the point that make everybody question like, dang, you know, she was the first lady, and you know, there's people that's gonna love her for life off that. And she just, they're talking about how I just wasn't cool with it and just didn't, whatever. But anyway, man, like I say, man, please like, rate, review, share, subscribe, man. Thank y'all for the love, the support. You continue to support us, man. Like we say, man, we're doing this respectfully, but you know, she don't like y'all. I ain't gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say like y'all, because why wouldn't she like me? I might want to sit down and talk to her too.
Yeah. No, I would let her be on the show.
Yeah, just to see how she feel about. Because the way she said that, I was like. And every content creator, everybody just jumped on it like, why would she say that? You know, her husband, you know, y'all made history, and you know, but you know, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Done with it, man. But you know, I'm done with this one, man. You know.
Yeah. Right. Hey, yo, we appreciate y'all, man. If you made it this far, again, we ask that you like, rate, review, share, subscribe. Those small things to show you appreciate the big things we do. And we out here, y'all. Peace.